The thing about the Christian Brothers is that they pay attention to the marginalized people, the people on the side, the people who usually, traditionally, do not get that attention.
There's something in them that wants to minister to all of you.
I believe I joined the Brothers because of something that I saw way back in elementary school, a spark in the religious who taught me, and that impressed me.
I'm not even sure that the Brothers are conscious of the example that they set for us.
But I think what they really do is they make kids feel special.
They have like this collective enthusiasm, collective like love for all the kids.
I think any young man today who's interested in teaching, in serving the poor, in living in community with other brothers, doing that work, building those relationships, there's got to be people out there that would find joy in that, as I have.
I wanted to be a priest originally, but when I went to Cathedral High School, I met the brothers, I said, no, I want to be a brother. I like what they do and how they do it.
I believe that the Christian Brothers, each with their own talents, have found their area of expertise in order to assist a school, and I'm just amazed at how they are led in those directions, and I believe it's with a lot of great guidance from God that that happens.
I was working side by side with these brothers, and they were showing me how to be kind to others that don't have anything, showing me how to, be tolerant, showing me how to respect everyone instead of just telling me to do it.
I think they find their holiness in what they're doing. Their prayer life, their finding God and God giving meaning to their lives is not found necessarily in the chapel, it seems to me, but it's found in being with their students.
I guess when we look at the Brothers community, you see this unity by their spirituality and the way they work things with each other, the compromises they do in order to live in a community that will actually work out. When you look at that, you kind of tend to think back at the Brothers, how they deal with themselves and respond the same way to the other students.
Oh, I think brother has to do, oddly enough, with how you love. And it has to do with loving with equality. I see myself not as somebody's father and not as somebody's, boss, but as their brother, and that really significantly changes the way you love somebody. Brothering is a verb, it's not a noun. It's a way that you live. It's not a state of being. It's the way that you live your life.
For me, the Brothers is the place where I feel my talents come across best, and as I offer my talents, I feel the presence of God in my life and the guidance of God in my life.
The tough part for me is when I can't see quite down the distance. I can't see what is next. And at those points, I have to rely on things like prayer, but also on a community that sits around me and says, this is part of it. This is what we all do. And we're here with you the whole way as you begin to explore this.
The students that I've had over the past years are my kids. Their children, my spiritual grandchildren. So I feel doubly blessed.
I think if a young man wants to be a brother, the first criteria is like kids.
Flexible, courageous, and open to God's Spirit, because God's Spirit is going to take them in many different directions that we probably don't even imagine right now. And so it's very exciting.
He better be prepared to be his own man, to take responsibility for his own life, and if that's the kind of person he is, go for it.
Come and spend some time with us. See what we do and dive in, try it yourself. And if nothing else, you're gonna have a very good time working with some really wonderful kids who are gonna challenge you but teach you at the same time.
I think that parents have to let the young people make their own decisions. But the hope is that they would do more than just let them make their own decisions, that they would strongly support them.
I do think that my family's very happy and very proud. I know that I've always been very supported in my choice to be a brother.
We, again, encouraged him and said, Michael, you know, prayer is very powerful, and that's what we have for you and love for you if this is what you feel you want to do.
My natural family, I probably saw him more and was closer to him as a brother than I could have been if I was out of the brothers.
One of the brothers said, well, this is
your family.
This is your new family, or your even larger extended family. So there's a closer connection now.
I look at my own family, my own brothers and sisters, and they make commitments to each other as husband and wife. They make huge commitments to their children. And my commitment is like theirs in that I make a commitment to not only my students and to the school in which I've invested myself, the school that I'm assigned, but also to the brothers that I live with in community.
They have a chance to test the life totally before making a final commitment.
I've committed myself for a year to the Brothers of the Christian Schools. Other brothers of the Christian schools have committed themselves to me.
The commitment of a brother who is a good teacher means that the brother is in it for the long haul. And many teachers are too, but a brother is really saying, I'm in this for the long haul. I'm going to do everything I can for the students who are with me.
The brothers do live out the mission, and they do it in a humble way. When you're fully committed, you lose yourself. You become the mission. And when you become the mission, it becomes alive, and it becomes real, and it becomes something that attracts people. It becomes something that changes people's lives.